Yo, act your shoe size, not your age, everybody.
I have a sad announcement. We're not sponsored by anyone today.
No, some real. So that means we're not getting paid today.
Yeah, I don't. It's no sponsorships today.
Niggas be broke, okay?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. So yeah, I don't got anything. I don't got no one contact me. Our producers didn't say anything.
I know Jeanette. She ain't do a good job today. Damn, Jeanette.
The fuck is Jeanette?
Jeanette's my secretary.
Oh, VicSoValid? What's the one?
You said like Nirvana, like the water bottle.
Nirvana.
Jeanette.
Nirvana, give me some coffee.
Anyway.
Nirvana.
Yeah. Isn't Nirvana? That's the water bottle. Anyway, everybody, welcome back. This is SOC, Stream of Consciousness. Your boy VicSoValid. And I'm with my man's Shizzzy with 3 Z's, but he's not asleep. Okay, this is episode 7, lucky number 7. Like we in the casino, you already know how it is. Atlantic City with it. I don't know. I just started trying to say whatever came to mind when I thought.
You know how light skinned niggas get, bro. They just don't know.
Start talking. I was like, what can I say about the number 7? I don't even know.
Just go ahead.
7 Chaos Emeralds, 7 Dragon Balls. This is that episode. Yes.
7 deadly sins.
Okay, yeah. 2 different types of people in the world, I guess.
What do you mean? You say you talk about Sonic and you talk about Dragon Ball Z, but I can't talk about 7 deadly sins. Dragon Ball Z is technically anime.
You're right. It is. You're right.
Not technically, it is anime.
It is. Yeah. You're right. It's the best anime of all time.
Not really.
I'm saying that in the aspect of it being like impact numbers wise and popularity of it. I feel like it's factually.
Yeah, but I feel like anime is one of those type of things. The popularity, really, I feel like it doesn't play much homage to anything.
Really?
Because it's pop. The more popular it makes it less like after me. Like when it comes to anime, I don't know why. Because it's not like an underground thing.
Yeah.
It seems like when something's more popular, I feel like it's. I don't know. I feel like it loses its. What's the word I'm looking for?
I know what you mean.
Yeah, like it's you know.
I know
everybody
exactly
watches
what you
Dragon
mean.
Ball Z. But I would say my favorite anime is probably a well-known one. My favorite is One Punch Man.
Really?
I think season 1 was like the greatest season of an anime show I ever seen in my life. Like in my opinion, I've never seen a season that crazy before.
I tried watching it. I couldn't keep going. I saw like 3 episodes.
What do you mean?
One Punch Man, I was just like, oh, my man OP is a motherfucker.
But that's the thing is he's OP, but that's why the main story is not about him.
Word.
It be him like he's OP, but he's like also he's on that list of heroes and they have him ranked like the second lowest. Just because he acts the way he acts. Like he be just like he has a straight face, he be
right.
like he don't care about nothing. So then they rank him mad low. But then in the joint, it's the nigga that you know his apprentice. He be the one that be the hype one. Like he be trying to do all the shit. That nigga don't be fighting everybody.
Oh, that's weird.
But in the season 1 though, they contrive certain situations for him to fight. Like they have him fighting his dreams and shit like that. And he's whooping niggas ass and shit like that. But really he really won't fight. Like he'll be chilling like, and then like niggas be trying to fight him. He just like and then sometimes he fight him. But that's what I'm saying. Like he's OP. It's the same thing as Assassination Classroom, where it's like the main character is so OP that you gotta worry about the other characters. Like it's like instead of I think I got tired of the we're driving to be the best. That you know, because that's how all of them are. But it's like them niggas are already lit.
Like he's
the
like
best.
I am the best.
Bro, that shit, and that shit's hilarious. Like I remember like he was. I remember one episode. I know we getting way off, but one episode he was chilling. He ain't do nothing. Like the nigga was some monster trying to fight him, and then like they set him up. They thought he was really whooping his ass because he's getting beat up like. But he just didn't care until he realized what time it was, and he realized he's late to the what the fuck he's late for? He late for the sale at the grocery store.
Oh,
and he just started wilding.
Boom! Like I'm out.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
That's funny.
Like,
that is hilarious. Now
but
explain it.
Obviously he can't fight that much because no one could keep up with him. So he wasn't really, It wasn't really about. It was about him, but a lot of it's about the other characters too because he couldn't fight nobody. He was gonna kill everybody.
Oh.
So he'd be chilling like, or he'll play around, but it was like comical too. So.
That's dope.
That season, I don't know how you didn't watch that joint.
I mean, I stopped watching. I could keep watching.
That shit is great. That's probably the greatest season of anything I ever seen in my life.
Hey, word is bond, yo. Word is bond.
Yeah, we way off.
Huh?
I said we way off.
It don't matter. We can talk about whatever we want.
Yeah, we're stream of consciousness.
This is SOC. We do what we want, yo.
Yeah.
This is SOC. Stream of consciousness for a reason.
SOC LLC.
You already know how it is. SOC. That's what we call it. No, we're not gonna call ourselves that at all. Actually,
SOC team, stand up.
Let's do it. SOC team. Yo, okay. If y'all heard last episode, y'all know I tried to talk about Squid Game.
It's ridiculous.
But check this out. I actually finished the whole thing. Today is Monday. I finished it technically Sunday morning because it was Saturday night and it passed midnight. And that's when I finished it. So I finished it like really recently.
That shit was literally ridiculous. Yo, like I hope someone else agrees with me. Cause yo, we had this whole conversation. He was like, "Let's talk about Squid Game." I'm like, but knowing he watched one episode, I watched the whole thing. So I'm like, I ain't want to say nothing crazy. I'm like, wow, what am I going to talk about with you? Like, it would be different if it was only one episode out, but all the episodes out. And I'm like, so I thought we agreed we wasn't going to say it because I'm like, it don't make sense. Literally the first topic say, oh, hot thing right now is Squid Game.
Because it was the hot thing out, and I feel like you got to bring it up.
You seen one?
I just want to at least tell everybody that I only saw one episode and I was going to watch the rest.
Niggas is crazy. But what you thought of it, though?
So, yo, it was very late suspenseful and I enjoyed it. I will say, like, the ending was kind of like, it kind of made me raise an eyebrow, kind of like, my man, what's he going to do?
Yeah, I don't know.
What's main dude, what's his name? Jin Okay.
Gino?
Yeah, main character. I didn't know what he was going to do. He's like, yo, don't do this no more. He's like, and the bro was like, get on the plane. He's like, he ain't get on it. But I was like, what are you about to do? Are you about to go back there and do what? I feel like, what's season 2? If they're going to be season 2, what's it going?
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I really want the same thing. First of all, I don't think I would have got on a plane either when somebody was like, just get on the plane. I thought, my head, I'm like, this nigga about to set me up. This shit about to go down. Because you got to think about it. You just witnessed all this bad shit going on. In my head, I'm like, niggas really let me live after all that. Like, that's what I be thinking. Like, it's like, I just witnessed all this shit. Like, am I really going, I'm sure they're going to contrive something where this nigga could do something. But I don't really see.
Like that.
And honestly, the answer even towards the end, the old guy shit was OD too. Because it was like, all he said was, I did it because we were bored.
Yo,
like what the fuck?
He was like, I just wanted some friends to play with again. I said, nigga, what? He's like, I got bread to spend.
He wanted friends to play with though, but that was his last time.
Yeah.
Remember they were doing this for like decades.
Yeah.
So that means when they started, he was doing because he was bored.
Yep.
He wanted friends to play with, so because he was about to die, so he played the last time. Well, all the other times, them niggas was just sitting there watching these niggas kill each other because they were bored.
Right. He just like, I got bread. And I was like, I'm just spend it on this and just have some entertainment. On top
That's
of that,
wild. I think it's fucked up when that nigga killed his brother.
That was.
I really thought he was gonna come back. That was OD.
That.
Like I was really watching this. I'm like, all right, maybe he made it look like he shot him, and then he knew that he was gonna be all right or something like that. But I'm like, this nigga really shot his brother,
and then fell off the cliff.
That means this nigga won, right? This nigga won somehow, climbed the ranks to be one of the niggas.
Yep.
Because he was one of the winners or whatever the case may be.
2015 I think it was.
Yeah, something like that. But I thought when he first went to the police station, I thought he made it seem like the nigga just went missing, like recently. So when he looked at the file, like 2015, so I don't know how. Somehow he became. I'm sure they're gonna explain probably within the next seasons, whatever them shits come out. But
I'm confused because it's like, what's the next season gonna be? It's not gonna be the same because like the first season you kind of in there trying to see what's gonna happen to the people in the game because that's the main characters. Yeah. And now it's like the main character we cared about. He's like, what's he gonna do? Try to stop it? I don't like. That's not gonna be the same thing. I'm not gonna care like that anymore.
I'm trying.
That's why I'm confused.
I mean, it might not be the same, but maybe it's something. I don't know. Like, I can't. I really can't fathom because I know the shit that the police that the nigga sent gotta get played in somewhere too. Yeah. Because mind you, recorded some of that shit and everything. That's supposed to come. That's gonna have to come to light. I don't know. Only thing I could think of is this nigga like somehow, some way. He like they find in the rule book if you win like 2 or 3 times in a row or something like that, then it stops the games forever. This nigga like, all right, fuck it, I gotta go back here, like some shit like that.
Like, bruh, no way, I will go back to try to do that again.
But think about it though, these niggas went back after the first round.
Yeah,
they had the whole hoopla shit and they all went back. Now for him, now he has millions. He's millions. I did the calculations. I think that's like. What they're winning was like kind of like 33 million in US dollars, I believe.
Word.
Or was that the portion I was thinking of when I seen 3 people left? Either way, so maybe I'm thinking, I don't fucking know.
It's like what? Like I don't know.
But yo, I read something like where niggas was talking about So you know when he was playing that game, right? The first game he was playing, the one I introduced him to, obviously the Squid Game, like
right, the paper on the ground, he had to flip it.
Yeah, so they were saying what happens if he would have chose red instead of the blue one.
They think they would have been the workers. I
saw
that.
You know what I'm saying? Because the thing about the workers is weird too, where they had like they
had to follow strict.
Very strict rules.
They had no freedom.
It was like, and then it almost seemed like they weren't getting paid because they was hoarding fucking organs and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That was underground. They weren't supposed to do that.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying because they did that, I feel like maybe they wasn't getting paid or what. You know what I'm saying? That's where my mind went. So I'm like, I'm wondering, and I even wondered. They said the same thing about his hair being red at the end.
Oh right.
I'm like, is that some kind of like
symbolism?
Yeah,
right?
Like that he might be, because there has to be. How do people get on that side? Because you think about it. I was thinking maybe the winners get a choice or something like that. Because the only thing I can think of is that head honcho, the front man, right at the obviously he won at some point. And I'm thinking someone we didn't see the one other face, but I'm thinking they probably won at some point too. Okay. And somehow, some way,
like the square people.
Yeah. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And because I don't know. I don't know.
It's definitely something to think about. It's thought provoking, really thought provoking. This show. It's kind of like wow. But I'm still I don't even know how they would do it.
I ain't gonna lie either.
It was tough though.
When I first seen it too, I didn't want to I don't like shit not being lip synced.
Right.
So that shit bothers me so much. Like I'm looking at this show, I'm like, yo, like obviously I know this is like from somewhere else. I don't know if it's a Korean, Japanesian, or Vietnamese, whatever the fuck. Place.
It was Korean, but okay.
Oh yeah, so but it's like, so when niggas is obviously doing the English translations, I'm like, obviously the lips is way off.
Right.
I didn't want to watch it because I'm like, what the fuck? Like it drives me crazy. And two, the voices didn't match. Sometimes I felt like, like some of the characters, I feel like they should have sound more intense,
like their facial
or more
expressions
like
their
Like
voice.
nigga be like, and somebody be like, yeah, man, we can't do this.
Right now,
I'm like, yo, like it wasn't matching for me, and I'm just like, I don't know, it wasn't there.
I got past it because I wasn't looking at their mouths no more. I just kind of looked at their face.
I got past it when shit started popping off. Yeah. So in the beginning, where they like doing a thing, they started to everything started to make sense. Yo, but I did read though too. It's another thing I seen.
Right.
They were saying they all like kind of died or like lost in one of the ways that they got there. That makes sense. Okay. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna pull up the picture because they were kind of saying like, you know, obviously all the people that died or had something done to them.
Now that I'm thinking about it, you talking about like Ali. He was mad vulnerable and very naive. So when he lost, it's because he was naive. Probably. I didn't read what you're talking about, but I'm just going based what you said. I'm trying to think now.
All right, so I would say, all right, so it said, if we watched Squid Game, I realized their deaths and how they were eliminated in the game were already foreshadowed, and they were talking about the foreshadowing. Okay. So they were talking about the boy. Remember the boy, he said he jumped off on episode 2 of the bridge, right? Because he was trying to escape the people trying to kill him. Yes. Remember he got set up. Yeah. Remember, then he died by jumping off. He didn't jump off the bridge, but the girl set him up, and then they both fell off the bridge. Got you. And then they said the other one, Ali took the money from his boss. I guess that's how he got there, and then so he lost by someone taking marbles from him. And he said, that girl, she threatened someone with a knife. I think she threatened the boy that jumped off the bridge with a knife. Obviously, she died from a knife. With a knife. That's crazy. Sang-woo tried to kill himself in episode 2. He was limited in game when he killed himself. I think because when I read this one, I didn't remember Sang-woo trying to kill himself. Yeah, but I was thinking maybe probably something to do with his dead. But the biggest one was that
he tried to kill himself at home. No?
Yeah, I think that something like that happened.
He was about to kill himself while he was talking to his mom. I think.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Came back. That's probably what it was.
And then the main character. And I forgot he did this. He swore on his mom's life, and obviously when he went home, she died. Because I remember she's in the middle of the street, like he when the girl was about to untie him, he's like, nah, it's all right, don't worry about it. And she was like, how can I trust you? I swear on my mom's life. That's dope. And he still worried about it. So crazy. That was a little something I seen, but I was like,
The only foreshadowing that I picked up watching it was when what's main character's name? Gi Young. I think Gi Young. Hopefully I'm saying it correctly.
Patricia Takanoa.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. When because he was last, like his number was the biggest, 456, right? Yeah. But he ended up switching jackets with the old man who was number 1. So he's wearing a jacket that's number 1 because he's gonna end up being number 1 in the game anyway. That's what I picked up while watching. I was like, he about to be number 1 because not only is he the main character, so I was kind of expecting it, but also like it just kind of worked out. That's the foreshadowing that I saw.
And I definitely didn't see the old man like being the end all be all.
Not at all.
But you know, it is crazy when obviously hindsight wise, you really peep like it made the most sense.
It did.
He was number 1. Like you know what I'm saying. He was literally no one else was in that nigga's age bracket at all.
At all.
They had showed. I seen this joint. They slowed it down when he went through the books or whatever of the current players.
Yeah.
And it started at 002. So it started the second person instead of starting the old man because obviously old man not actually part of the joint. But obviously we wouldn't have caught that like during the time.
Nah.
But like they showed it in the show.
That's
the episode.
deep.
Yeah,
Dang, that's deep.
We didn't even peep that because when the detective was going through that shit, obviously we couldn't see that shit. So that's the yeah, that shit was lit though.
It was. What?
I don't know why season 2 gonna be like. That shit can't be. That shit can't be too much.
It's
like,
crazy. I feel like there's not gonna be one. You think there is? I feel like it would make the most sense for the writer to do it so he can make more money probably. But I just don't feel like where's the story?
But I feel like when they make TV shows, I feel like they already got season 2s and 3s already kind of planned out.
Right.
So that's why that's how they get to set up shit. Like I feel like that's how shit stays so much connected. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I don't know. It's definitely the way they ended is a setup for season 2.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just like, I don't know. I don't. But I'm not a writer though.
Of course,
so
yeah.
I guess
so they're gonna figure something out. And watch it still be jumping too.
Because I know they have to. There's no way you made. Because they ain't say limited series. No way you about to be making like you gonna make a show and just hoping it's one season. Why would you make a series? You know what I'm saying? Make a fucking movie. Well, I guess the movie won't tell the whole thing, but that shit was lit though.
It was.
It was very lit. I definitely recommend for anybody that didn't see it to go see that shit. Like even our Germany and Canadian viewers, I believe y'all can watch it too. Squid Game on y'all servers for Netflix.
Check it
y'all
out.
can't.
It's actually I think gonna be viewed the most viewed Netflix show of all time. I think it's on
they said that
record. It's on its way there.
But look, if y'all can't, all y'all gotta do is go to Netflix. Put in SOC for your promo code, and no, not Netflix. If you go to go get a new proxy or whatever, put in SOC for the promo code, and boom, 20% off for your next proxy.
Big facts.
Yeah.
No printer. Yo, all right. Last 2 things about Squid Game before we move on. Remember last episode I said that I saw my student watching and it looked like girl on girl action. Yeah. I realized after watching it, it was the scene where the kind of like the big guy was fucking with the one girl. Oh. You know, the annoying ass girl.
Who was wilding out.
Yeah. She was getting on my last nerves. I was like, yo, you fucking suck. Like your character's trash.
Yeah.
But that's the scene that I realized it was. But we cool. I told my students I finished. We started chatting about it a little bit. It's cool though. But yeah, that one girl's mad annoying. I was like, miss, like, get the fuck out of here. Trying to finesse people. I was like, what? You just got fucked.
That's what you have to do. Yo, speaking of that too, bro, that nigga song Woo, bro, I really felt bad when that nigga Ali died though. Yeah. I felt so like, you know, I usually don't be caring about characters, but it was like he was such hard, like he was so like kind hearted, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I didn't also realize that only one person could live. I thought it was a chance that there could be like a couple people that live at the end.
They kept talking about that the whole game, but I'm sitting there thinking like, how are y'all all?
But then they ended it with the Squid Game. I guess technically that Squid Game they could have been on teams. Probably. If there's like 4 of them, but it's like only so and so can win. But the way they said it was like, yeah, if you play the game right, don't break the rules, then you all live, like you know, type thing, like that in the simplest aspect. But I was like. So niggas had to die apparently, but I'm like, yo, this nigga Ali, like you hear him, he's like, Mister, like he screamed, like he asking for him. And mind you, they had a bond like almost the whole time, like gave him money for the bus fare, He gave him a piece of corn or whatever the case may be, like. And I'm just like, obviously, I guess the nigga, he not trying to die, but it's just like
that was. Crazy.
I felt so bad. Like imagine, like I was like, nah, he gotta find a way to get out this joint.
Yeah, Ali was that dude. He was trying to support his wife and kid, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, and all of them was. And at the moment, I felt bad for the old man too, because I started to feel like he was playing with him. Like I feel like because he was like, oh, what did I say? Yeah. And then he was like playing, but in my head I was like, I feel like he playing just to check to see how he gonna do him. Uh-huh. Obviously, like you're not trying to die, so you do him, you know. So then he like, oh, here you go. I'm like, and in my head I'm like, yeah, he gonna die soon, so maybe he don't. Mm-hmm. He really don't care that much. But come find out this nigga's fucking.
Yeah, so it's kind of like he's like, I can lose. I'm not gonna die. These niggas know me. That sounds
right, and that's really what it is. And he runs the joint, so it's not like he. I don't know. Like I was really watching, but my thing was, I'm like, he playing games. Well, all right. So what would have happened on Tug of War? They would have lost.
I don't know, because he was like, I know the trick. I'm about to do this for you. I have no clue.
That's what I'm saying. But maybe I guess
was thinking that too, though.
I guess because he was so confident in it, and I guess that was another like hint that he was the joint because it was all games he played.
Yeah.
But in my head, I'm just thinking about he was always the old wise guy. It's always the old wise guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know how to do this. Let's do this. Bam.
Yeah. So yeah, and the way he did it, because literally they were about to lose if that nigga song wasn't like, let's run towards them niggas, have them drop and pull. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Which was so smart. When you think of physics, it's kind of like you're pulling, and once all of a sudden the force that's opposing you, let's go. It's like, oh, it's
that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's jerk, crazy.
But how he had survived if, like, you know what I'm saying?
If
like
niggas really pulled them niggas. It's
I don't get it.
I don't know. I guess. Wait, what kind you would say? I guess we'll never know. I guess we'll never know. And why niggas going crazy over the chick? Niggas is simping hard for this chick.
Oh, the shorty?
Yeah. That's a nigga, yo.
When you said
saw
nigga, bro?
Yeah, you saw her Adam's apple? Hit
bro,
her.
Nah, bro. I think
Adam's apple. That joint was poking.
Shit, but it was like down here, bro. I think it's a throat bone.
That shit look like an ankle on her neck, yo.
The thorax. Cause she was mad skinny though.
Nah, she was. So, I mean, hey, but people were actually going crazy. She's cute though. That's if it's a she. If it's not.
I mean, so you like. So regardless what you say right now, because right now you just said as a man, now you're saying she cute. So whatever you saying, bro, you better hope it's like, I mean, it's whatever. He's
nah, hey, look, man.
If it's a man, if you think the nigga cute, you think the nigga cute.
Oh well.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's all right.
Hey, look, that's right. We straight.
If you think they're cute, like if you want to kiss them or something, like,
it's cool though. Oh man, it's a good show. What's next? Yo, I tell you what though, literally like yesterday, Shane, I was scrolling IG and I was on the Explore page and came across this video of like this dish that's being made, like food wise. Followed the page, it's this lady, and she's probably in like her 40s or something. And she's just a good cook. She's just like, I'm a wife or kids or something like that. Right. Whatever. But she's like cooking in the house and stuff. And she just posts all this stuff. It's called like Feel Good Foodie. That's her page. She's really dope. She got like 2 million followers. She's fire. And I'm watching it and I'm just sitting there, huh?
So, oh, she famous.
Yeah. And I'm just sitting there watching. I'm just like, these dishes look fire. And that's when I came to the conclusion. I was like, I feel like I need to marry a woman who can cook, yo.
No, I think that's a definite. I feel like, especially like as just a man in general, I like to eat a lot.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a pastime that I feel like everybody does. Like, think about it. You're gonna eat multiple times a day. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you cook. So you got breakfast, lunch, dinner. Imagine if that shit's ass. Yeah, or just breakfast and dinner, which at least those main two, because lunch is probably hard. A lot, niggas be working. Yeah. But these brunch and breakfast and dinner. Imagine that's just ass your day.
That's gonna make your day horrible. That's gonna make
you
ass.
That's gonna make your day horrible, and you know what's gonna happen is
and then you go to bed pissed off because your dinner sucked.
Yeah, and then it's like then you start questioning yourself. It's like, yo, am I not laying it down right? That's why my shit ass. Like that's the type of things that gonna run through your mind.
Nah,
you're gonna be like, yo, cause
for real, that's a psychological thing. Food,
especially if you're not trying, but then too that's gonna make you put in predicaments where you with somebody else, or say if you over somebody's house. And the girl making some food or something, that shit good. It's gonna make you look at that girl a different way. Cause he's like, damn, I wish I had this at home. And I just feel like it just leads down to some fucked up tunnel. I couldn't imagine. Just couldn't imagine.
I know.
I couldn't imagine.
Like, here's the thing. My parents say this all the time. It was like, you better marry a woman that can cook because you was spoiled growing up. Cause my mom can cook like crazy. My mom, my grandma, they can cook. So like, I was never like, I had it good growing up when it came to food in the house. Like, home cooked meals were where it's at.
My mom with it too.
So that's why it's kind of like, dang, like, so as a result though, like, I can cook. Like, if I needed to cook something, I can throw something down if I really need to. But it's kind of like I can, but just I guess the trait of like my spouse being able to cook something, especially because it's like I mean I could cook, but I feel like if she can do it better than me, it's just gonna be like, wow, that's amazing. Like, I can throw it down if I need to, but if she can do it better, that's just dope, and I want that.
Especially say if you come home late, like you don't want to come home some ass shit. Though.
I know,
like,
You
know what I'm saying? I about to say because I can cook. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I cook food, but I don't feel like nobody like, yo, that shit was crazy. Like they like, oh, this shit was good, but like good is like kind of like almost like the baseline.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so it's like cause usually if it's just good, like regular good, like niggas don't say nothing about it. They just eating it. Like, yeah, it's good. when it gets it's worse than good or way better than good. You get because when it's
bro, don't touch the fucking stool.
When it comes to food, it's all right. That's not all right. Like it's not because in food, like you can say a girl something. Oh, it's all right, and that's kind of like that's like it's kind of that means like slightly above average. Whatever, you like cool like type joint. I fuck with it. It's all right. Or somebody you hear a rap, you're like that's all right, like that's cool, like But somebody say about food, like it's a deep insult.
No, it's real. Because I got my expectations are so high when it comes to food, like a home cooked meal. My expectations are mad high. That's kind of like why when people cook, I begin mad judgmental in a sense because it's like again, like I said, my mom and grandma can cook, so I'm always expecting top tier shit.
When that time you stayed over because you know how was them pancakes I made?
The pancakes they was cool. I liked them. You know
oh damn! See, you know what I mean? Like niggas say they cool. Like
it was good.
We just had this whole conversation about.
But here's the thing though. Like I was mad grateful though. Like they were good though.
It ain't about being grateful. It's about just taste.
I wasn't expecting too much though.
Bro, but it's I ain't.
I know I did it on purpose though.
It's I'm talking about how it tastes like. Cause what I do is, I make sure the little pancake got the little crisp around it and everything.
Yeah, I know you're talking about on the skillet joint.
Nigga said cool. See, that's what I mean.
I did that on purpose.
That's an insult.
I did it on purpose. It was funny. Nah, it's real though. Like it was cool though. I really fooled with it.
He did it again.
Damn. Damn.
It's all right. It's all right. I just want to know.
It's straight though.
It's all right. But that's what I mean.
But the plate was clean though. I ate everything.
Well, that's not what I'm asking. First of all, Vic's the type of nigga, he'd be like, I'm going to eat it because I don't want to waste food. I want to be nice. So it doesn't matter about a plate being clean. Like, so if you're a girl and you ate at his house, he ate whatever your food was, it don't mean it was good. Shit could suck and going to just eat it.
As long as I
so that's not the answer. The answer I was looking for was either a good or a nah. And that's what I was looking for.
Yo, but now it's real. I just think like, my spouse gotta be able to cook. She gotta be able to do something, yo. I just feel like it's just.
Are you gonna cook though too?
Oh, for sure. No, don't get me wrong, ladies. Like I can cook too. So I'll definitely throw it down. Like one day I'm gonna just be home early or something like that. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna throw something together and have everything ready.
What's your specialty? Some pasta.
You're damn right. I'm a fool for Italian food. I really like Italian food.
But pasta, that's like.
But you can do so much with pasta.
It is, but it's like niggas, like it's like.
I know. No, I'm with you.
Join me, I could cook, and then she making chicken Alfredo.
I know.
Like, come on.
And I definitely, I stand by that.
You don't even make the home. You don't make the pasta. You get the Alfredo store bought joint. Like what the fuck? Like
you got.
Like, come
you need to make it from
like,
scratch, yo. Where the love at?
At least,
I'm with you. I definitely feel you.
I don't know. I mean, cause I could cook a little.
But I really was like, I really liked making like the pastas. Like I said in the previous episode, like shrimp scampi. Like 'cause I like that stuff. Like I could make some. My mom taught me how to make like the it's like this penne vodka like sauce. It's really jumping.
I'm nice at that too.
Like with the crab, we do crabby in it too. It's really jumping.
Yeah, I'm tough with that.
Let me fry some chicken. Let me cook some chicken on the grill. Chicken and rice was like first off, that's like the best meal of all time in any culture. I'm talking
bodybuilder.
Like, yo, you see what I'm saying? Like, yo, that goes for anything. I'm talking about like Saudi Arabian food, Asian food. I'm talking about chicken and rice go crazy. Spanish food.
All right. The question then.
Yeah.
So you with a joint, right? Yeah. Damn. I don't want to put a timestamp on it because I don't want to like minimize how you like your actual answer. But you with a joint, right?
Yeah.
Whole time you find out she ain't been cooking. Like she might have been ordering for some joint, and then she tell you like after a while she can't cook. And what you doing then? Is that something you can stand by?
Yeah, it's not a deal breaker. If I say
she can't cook.
I know it's a little sad. I ain't gonna lie, but I mean, like I have. Here, all right. But here's the thing, though. Like, if I'm not around to cook, that means we gotta just keep spending money on food. And it's kind of like yo, like we can definitely make this not a huge expense if we both cook. But if I'm not there and you not cooking, what the fuck's really happening? Like, would you just make for our kids peanut butter and jelly for dinner? That's just ass.
And then on top of that too, like, how you gonna live, bro?
Niggas, yo, if that's the case, my kids really gonna know how to make struggle food. That's the sad part. Niggas gonna be putting cinnamon sugar on toast. As a motherfucker, niggas really gonna be in there.
That shit, bro.
I do that shit all the time, bro.
I used to. I swear, it was my older brother. I know it's off topic, but niggas used to get. He used to pour we get like a little plate, whatever, right? Just pour the cinnamon and sugar and on the plate. put the brand toaster, and I just put the butter on it, and I just smack it on there.
That's all went ham.
That shit was crazy. That shit was good as hell.
I don't think nobody taught me that. That's the thing. I just feel like I thought of it. And I was like, let me put this on there.
I definitely see my. We grew up. We fat boys growing up. So like niggas be making up shit. I was like, yo, that shit look bad good. Like, hold on. And I remember my mom was like, I think it was like Mother's Day or something like that, and she was like. I was like, I'll make you breakfast. She's like, what you gonna make? I was like, I'll make some. I call them French toast.
Yo, I was like, watch him call that motherfucker French toast.
That's what they called it, like French toast. I'm like, I'll make French toast. She's like, all right, cool. I'll bring my little bread with the butter on it. Of course, she's like, oh, this is so nice. I'm like, yo, nah. I look back like, damn, I was really wild and like that shit was not no.
Wait, so did you do that genuinely? Like you was like, oh, she gonna love this, or you was like, I'm about to fuck with her and be like,
I mean, I thought I was making some like French toast.
How old you at this time?
I don't remember it, but I just know like I remember every scene. Like I remember like walking in the kitchen. I remember like putting the plate to the left of me right here. I remember everything. I don't remember how old I was. I just remember doing it. But I thought that shit was cinnamon toast. I literally I have never in my life had cinnamon toast at this point. So I didn't know. I really thought that was cinnamon toast. Like when I went to we just had pancakes and a waffle maker.
Right, word.
So no one ever made cinnamon French toast.
Right.
Yeah, I can't even fucking say it. So I didn't fucking know.
That's funny as hell, yo.
I gave her that shit though. I think she liked it. I don't know.
I was about to say she ate that, John.
I feel
like you gotta like it. Like that's really that meal though.
It's lit, but I guess when you get older, you be like, yo, what the fuck? Like mashing my kid.
I'm looking back like I don't even know if I would try to eat that shit right now.
I think I'm going to. I think I would.
You gonna do that tomorrow?
I have half of my I know I did that half of mine. Like just put that shit in and see what happens.
Nah, that's definitely that definitely fire. Nah, for real. If my wife can't cook, my kid's gonna have to figure out the struggle meal. I'm gonna be like, guys, you can try this.
I feel like that shit just mad childish if she can't cook though. Like, how old are you?
Damn.
Like, what the fuck?
Like, yo, I was being taught to cook since I was like 8.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, I guess it's because some of these like people are a little more spoiled in a way where their parents are always cooking, or a case may be. Even as they get older, they're parents still cooking everything.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I know what you're saying.
And like I said, because I know girls that like are doing whatever. Their parents got money. They so they don't work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't. So they're home a lot more too because of that too. Mm-hmm. So imagine if. But even think about this. Think about like when you're younger and your parents be gone, right?
Right.
You just making whatever the fuck in the house.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess for these people, whatever the case may be, I guess in those circumstances, their parents still have that homemade food, or they go buy food because they got the money for it. Because at the point they're older, so they kind of have money, and their parents have money, so they give them money. But it's like, I guess they never feel that pressure to even learn how to cook.
Right.
But it's like, I mean, and then they be like, oh, I know how to cook, but I'm like, it's another thing if you know how to cook but don't cook. Mm-hmm. And like, you know what I'm saying? Because say if you
lose your touch, but keep going.
No, yeah, I'm saying that. But say if you got a girl who like, oh, she can cook, but she don't like cooking, so she cook once a month. Like that's just as bad as if you don't know how to cook.
It's kind of like you wasting talent.
Yeah, and it's like, but it's also like I'm still either way. I'm not enjoying a everyday meal because or a weekly meal from you because you're not using it. And I've heard girls do that. So it's like, I need a girl. Definitely, you gonna need them to be able to cook, but also like cooking.
Right.
Like putting that plate together and be like, oh, here you go. Like, try this shit.
Facts. That's
it do be good real. Though. It do be good. I definitely love me some food. I feel like that shit like a weight to somebody's heart.
Facts. Let me know if I'm out of pocket for this, but I feel like if you can read and if you can do like some math, you can cook. Because like if you can read some recipes, I feel like you should just be able to follow directions.
But you can't read.
I surely can read though.
And neither can I. So what the fuck? What do you mean?
I can read.
You can do mathematics, but I'm saying
but all right, fine. Even if you want to be like that, whatever. I can still do the math and calculate all of my like ingredient portions and all that stuff.
Oh, you just saying I'm fucked because I can't do math and I can't read.
I didn't say that.
So
at
I can't
all.
cook no
I didn't
food.
say that. I'm saying in general, if people can read a recipe and if they understand proportions and like making all that stuff, then you should be able to cook. Like if you know how much time it's got to be mixing something, you got to know some basics.
Subjectist. He's being prejudiced against groups of people who aren't good at English or in the subject of math. This is subjectist, aka racism of subjects.
back to what I was
That's
saying.
correct.
Back to what I was saying. If you can read a recipe and just do the time wise, you should be straight. Like I feel like you gotta know the basics. Like you gotta know how to put something in the oven, which is bacon. Cook something on a pan. You know.
If you can't, you calling us stupid?
You could be able to fry something, broil, air fry. Like that. You should be able to put some shit together.
Are you calling us stupid?
I ain't called nobody stupid. I did not call anybody stupid. All I said was if you could read a recipe. But the thing is, all I'm really saying is if you could read a recipe and like operate the kitchen, that means you like 9 years old.
Yeah.
When you're like 9 years old at least. Like I feel like you should like start practicing, like making something together, like independent. So I feel like that's something that you could start practicing. Like practice
other
cooking.
girls, bro, and you know some girls, they be like, I don't want to do this for no nigga. Like they be on that type of time where they don't want to like do something good for a nigga for whatever the
just
fuck reason.
To make a statement.
Yeah, like be doing so much. I know girls that like I feel like they go out their way to try and make a statement like on something like, oh nah, I don't gotta do that for nobody. I'm like, you don't need to constantly say this every 5 seconds. We get it. But I'm also like, when you grown as hell and a nigga doing all this for you, you can't get nothing in return, and he ain't getting nothing in return, and he leave your ass, and you gonna be like, damn, maybe I have to change my fucking ways, but I don't know.
Hey, look.
That's just me.
This is like somewhat related to what you just say. It's kind of out of pocket, but I saw a video. I don't know where it was, but my man said black women are raised to be independent and stuff like that, and not need no man.
Oh,
but Hispanic women are raised to be wise and like take care of a man.
Yeah.
I was like, yo. And I was like, I couldn't speak for the Hispanic side, but I can't speak for any side for real, and generally. But like from what I seen, I see like my black family, like my black like peers and all this stuff, and I can see that. But then Hispanic, I got like my best friend's Dominican and stuff, so I asked him. He thinks it's kind of true though.
I mean, I can see that, and I wouldn't say for me, I can't speak about the Hispanic as much. I have seen that. I've seen a little bit, but I can definitely say for the Africans, they're definitely raised for like the women to like kind of for partnership to kind of like to appease a man like. So
okay, straight African, not African American. We're not.
No, I'm talking about African.
Outside of America.
No, the African American, they are. I think it's the whole oppressed woman thing. You know how black women are.
Of course,
like,
and
strong black women.
And honestly, got power to black women. Look, I love them.
Of course, but it's like
real shit.
You could be a strong black woman, but I don't. They get to a point where you feel like you don't gotta need you don't gotta want or need what I guess need is what I look for, but it's like I feel like they lose that. We're supposed to compliment each other. Yeah. So like it's like through that whole just being independent, they forget like the complimentary factor that having that spouse or another black man is supposed to provide. It's not supposed to be like, oh, I need this nigga. Like, yeah, you should never have it be that way. But you should want a nigga to be around for help as a complimentary thing, like as a power, as a team. Because it's like being independent is good, but it's like why would you want to go to this whole world by yourself? I'm independent. Okay, cool, but like who's being with you? You got all this money to do this and that, but who's doing that with you?
Like, you know what
I'm saying? If you can't be able to open your mind up to having a companion with a man, that's weird. I mean, it's good to be independent because at the same time, nothing's gonna, especially for us, our race, and then on top of that, our race and then being a woman, nothing's gonna be given to you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta work very, very hard. Yeah. Top of that too, I always hear people talk about this whole women and men pay thing. I feel like women have a lower pay because they go after certain jobs. Like you don't see a man as a receptionist. It's going to be a woman because that's a job that women end up going for. And it's certain things you don't see. And people like a lot of men are CEOs. They started things, mind you, because they're the ones that make the ideas. And it's like you compare it. So, but it's like it's not like that couldn't have been a woman. It's not like a woman couldn't have been like, oh, I'm gonna make the iPhone. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make Tesla. It could have damn well happened. It just was a man that did it. And I guess I know people have different circumstances, but I'm like nigga like Elon Musk. That nigga he had like probably I think he saved up a few thousand. And instead of buying some other shit, he brought an office space for him to work in. It was just him. It was him, the floor, and the laptop. But that's the type of shit that you working on. Now I don't know his whole film, but I'm just saying. But that's his side note.
I'm with you, but also and in addition to that, not only is it sometimes a job they go after, but even and this is something one of my ace, my line brother said that because he's a psychology major and did like some research that like women tend to not ask for more money. So like, let's say the man and woman have the same job. Like a man will probably get paid more because they ask and demand for it, while women don't ask. They just kind of like take what they can get, kind of sort of thing. Like it's kind of like, you know how like at some jobs they say like, well, what kind of money are you looking for? Like a man would be like more comfortable saying something higher than a woman would. It has something to do with like just something in the psychology of it. And I don't know the reason behind it. I would look it up to give a better accurate answer. It just has to do that men are just kind of more like, in a sense, demanding. I think like they're more willing to like ask for more and like be willing to step up to the boss and say something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see that because I can see women being more passive, but I think men already, depending on the field, and if it's that case where they're growing up higher, men probably feel like, you know, they belong where they're at, and I think sometimes women probably struggle with, and those, I don't know for sure, this is just it's educational guess, but in those circumstances, like with certain jobs, they probably struggle with feeling like, do they belong in this area if they know if it's something like a male-dominated type field or something like that, where they feel like they're going to take what they can get versus pushing the edge or you know, risking it to get more. So maybe that could be, I don't know, maybe that could be the thing. For sure. But I was gonna say about the African I've always met are like they like cater to niggas. Like it's like they're cool with that. They're cool with the cooking, they're cool with the whatever the case may be, but they're cool with, you know, the nigga being happy. It's not on the same level where it's like I need you. It's that it's still that I'm an independent. I can do all this by myself. I can make bread by myself, whatever the case may be. But it's like I want you around, and I think that cater factor is like, this is how I'm gonna show you. Like, around, like they're the ones that like, and it's not like, you know, black women will give you a headache about the littlest shit. Like this is what happens. Like, and you know, like over there, I think it's a little different. Like they understand. Like I be feeling like, you know what I'm saying. Like you do a lot of work. Like especially but think about it though. They at home, say they're at home, and then you're the nigga that goes out and gets all the money, you're not about to come home and they be mad at you because you missed the trash can. Well, paper towel missed the trash can. That's not gonna happen. Like I just don't feel that's gonna happen. Like because at that point, because it's like it's they want to make sure that they value their man in their life
for sure.
And it's not, and like I said, by no means have I ever felt like the African woman I ever dealt with my past. It was never like a thing where it was like I need you. Right. It was like, yo, like I want you around, and that's just how it works. Right. So I definitely see that. You know what I'm saying? And two, a lot of these black women were growing up without their fathers. So then but I'm saying though, because then they got their mom who gotta step up, and they gotta be
doing it all. And shout out to them too. But like for real, like y'all love to y'all.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying that as in a way with how would you raise if you're a woman that has no man in life, how you gonna raise your daughter? Facts. You gonna raise your daughter and be like, you don't need no nigga. Like that's how it's gonna happen. I don't mean that as in like black women, as black people don't have dads. But I'm saying like generationally, like I feel like it does happen pretty often. I'm not saying more or less than any other race, but I'm saying just because I know it happens. And then so how would you raise? Because you need to raise your daughter the way that you probably felt like you needed and you learned through the hardships and learn through the lessons of having that man leave. So now you were like, man, leave, and you doing us. You're like, oh, I don't need it. And you probably at your life, at her point in life, probably did depend on the man or something like that. Right. And she's like, that's not what I want for my daughter, obviously, because she didn't have no luck with the man in her life. So you will raise your daughter to do what you think is the best way, which obviously is going to be not to lean on the man. Now, I should never be this. Obviously, it's never the thing to lean on the man, but I'm sure that shit got extra emphasized. Like, you don't need no nigga, fuck them niggas, because they situation at home. That's just how I feel. You know what I mean?
I'm with it. Hey, look, honest guy, yo, power to black women. I love you so much. I love the independent stuff. Like on some real shit. Like that's what I seen growing up. That's my mom, my sisters, all that stuff. So power to everybody. It's just kind of like what I see.
Yeah, but you can't play with independent women. Like you on a short leash. Like
you gotta come correct.
Like that. And that's definitely good. Like it's not saying it bad way, but I'm just saying like you really gotta come like nigga, you do one thing, she like, all right, get the fuck out of here. Right. But it's because she like, you know, they don't need you. They want you around. Like, you know what I'm saying? But no, definitely shout out to all the independent black women out there. You feel me? Y'all make the world run around. You feel me?
It's a compliment. Like, you know how we just said like, you know, some of the traits you was talking about for like African women or like women who like cater towards the man and stuff, like cooking or maybe like cleaning something around the house. I feel like to compliment that, do you feel, even though I hate doing it, I feel like I'm still gonna be the one like cutting the grass or doing stuff outside in the yard and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
But I think that's what come with it.
You see what I'm saying? Like I really despise doing it at my parents' house because I feel like it's a chore. But I feel like if I'm in charge of a house, like if it's my house, I'd feel more inclined to do so because it's like it's mine. I gotta take care of it. So I would do it because my mom don't really be outside working unless like it's like a little small things like picking weeds.
And you know it's crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of things I do as a man, I do because of I feel like it's a social norm, and this is the only time I do catch myself, still thinking about caring about people's opinions.
Yeah. But
say if I'm driving by a house and I know a man lives there and I seen a woman cutting the grass, I'd be like, yo, what's wrong with that man?
I be thinking that.
I'd be like, yo, I'm like, why you got her? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is she out here?
I don't know if a man live at these houses that I be passing, but when I see a woman cutting the grass, first I'm just like, what? But then I'm also like, hey, rock out, like, because I'm also kind of like, she can do this, like, it sounds crazy, like she can do it herself, like that's dope, and I think that's fire that she's doing that. But then I'm also just like, is there a guy that's there that could do it?
You know what I'm saying?
I do think that sometimes.
If you knew someone was there, you'd be like, why the fuck is she out here? Why is she out the one doing it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I think about that at the outside end. So I'm like, I do these things because I'm like, if I was to have my female, like, my spouse do it, they're gonna look at me crazy. Yeah. Not that I want them to do it anyway, because of how I view when I see, you know what I'm saying. But it's like I don't enjoy none of that shit. Like, especially my grass now. My shit is like sometimes it's grass and it's like be like dirt. It's like almost like sand. That's just mad annoying to cut. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I really don't be like cutting. I ask, I'll be like, do it need to be cut? If the answer is yeah, I'm gonna do it. Right. But if it's not, I'm not going out. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like always taking out. Bro. I don't like always taking out the trash. But you know what's crazy thing is? It's like everyone has like a responsibility, and I hate when it's relationships where someone feels like their responsibility outweighs the other one. If y'all have responsibilities and y'all both do responsibility, that's it. I don't think it needs to be like tick for tack, because you can't compare cutting the grass, being outside, to like doing the dishes or something like that. I feel like, because I mean, they're both chores, but it's like, all right,
I'm going out there getting sweaty in the heat and I'm pushing something versus you in the kitchen,
and a person who's doing them dishes would never in their life go outside and cut that grass. But they still want to undervalue because the dishes might get done, so often, and then cutting grass get done so long. But then other things like, you taking out the trash, or you doing all the heavy lifting whenever something happens. Whatever the case, something needs to be moved, whatever happens, and it's like I've been in a situation where I'm like you can't estimate, or what's the word I'm looking for? Undermine the chores I'm doing because you do this and do that. But it's like, you gotta think about it, like, I'm doing this because you can't, and one, you don't want to. Yeah. So it's like, and then I do the things that we can both share. Like, we can share cooking, we can share doing the dishes, we can share doing that. But that is the craziest thing, I realize.
What is it? Talk to me.
Men have, it's like, we have roles, right? But men technically do every role. But no, all the roles in a household that I've seen so far that a woman does, a man has to do too, but then he has to do the other ones as well. Right. Like, think about that. Like, what are the chores in the house? Cleaning? Yeah, it could be cleaning. So that includes dishes and stuff. Dishes, cleaning, laundry. That's in the house too, or even just straightening up things. That's a lot of it's clean. Cleaning kind of, but don't both parties in the house would do that? Yeah. Now, obviously, men's also like could be like moving furniture or something like that. Like, but I'm saying when that happens, men are doing that by themselves. Yeah. So it's like you. All right. So if you talk about cleaning, typically, but all right, typically. So I'm even talking about my situation, like, so you got doing dishes, right? Cleaning up, grocery shopping, Men and women are doing that together. Yeah, it's like, help out with doing the dishes. All right, fine. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Or you cook. All right, I'm gonna clean the dishes. Or all right, you wash the dish. Or you wash this. All right, cool. I'll clean up the kitchen. Like, I'm gonna wipe. Right. But men, when they cut grass, they by themselves. Yeah. When they gotta go, fix something by themselves. When you taking the trash out by themselves. Build this. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when something gotta happen, go like. Go get the car wash by yourself. Go defrost, wiping, icing off the windshields, so when they go into work in the morning by yourself. And it's like, I feel like I just really just realized it sounds fucked up because I love the women, but I'm really thinking about when it comes to stuff like that. Everything when it comes to the chores, the men are doing the chores as women, might not as much, because of maybe it depends on your schedule and responsibilities you have for the household. But I'm like, there's so many things that when we are doing as men that we're doing by ourselves because we're the men, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's that's I don't know. That's stuff. That's
actually crazy. Put in perspective, I feel you there. I'm definitely with that. I know what you're saying. Because I feel like it's just like help out around the house. It's like, all right, fine. You kind of just got to eat it. You got to take it, and then like, but then you gotta go do the other shit that they don't want to go do either. So boom.
Yeah, and they're not gonna come. Yeah,
go kill the spider.
All that shit you're doing is by themselves. But when they the stuff they do, it's not a by yourself type thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's something you help out, or we take turns doing or something like that. Because it's never like I feel like when cleaning, it's not exclusively no one's job. You clean up when you see shit. Like if you see something dirty, obviously you clean it up. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. But I'm like,
it's the simple things.
Men things.
Simple things.
I'm doing men things. I don't, I gotta do it by myself.
Gotta do what you gotta do. That's what CKS.
What the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? I always gotta be the one driving. You think I feel like driving all the time?
I don't know if I feel that way about driving. Like I never felt like it had to be the man's job to drive somewhere. I never felt that.
It's not. I don't. It's weird because I've always seen it. Like the one. And then it's not even, maybe it's not the man's job, but the women I guess encounter don't like driving. My mom was one of them, didn't like driving. Now, but the women I see, but they like driving when it's time for them to go do something fun or something like that. Now they can drive, but whatever. But
then they'll Uber, you know what I mean? It's like,
I mean, maybe, but it's like, I'll be like, I find myself so much always driving.
Yeah.
But mind you, I drive so much during the day.
Yeah.
I drive an hour and 15 minutes to work, depending if I take the tour or not. Hour and 15 back, and I drive 30 minutes to go to my home case, and then I go home. It'd be like 7:30. And if we go out, I'm going to be the one that drives. And I'm supposed to be okay with it because I'm the man. It's my understanding. I can't complain because I'm the man. I'm supposed to. Because if I say I don't want to drive, then now we not going. Or now you got attitude. My mom used to do my dad all the time. I used to see like, she'd be like, my dad be like, yo, you got to drive. And she'd be like, she ain't like it. But in my head, I'm like, this nigga drives literally
all day,
99% of the time. I'm like, and mind you, and even like situation like that, like y'all work at home, and this nigga that drive 3 hours, 3-4 hours daily. You know what I'm saying? And then they come and then still gotta drive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's just, and this might not be a man's job. I guess it really depends on the female that you end up interacting with. But I feel like at least in mine, because the two main people I'm thinking about, niggas always have to drive.
And I see that too. Like my dad typically would drive. My mom would sometimes offer to drive, and my dad would be like, nah, or sometimes he'll say, yeah. Like sometimes my mom does drive, but it's kind of like me. First of all, I'm not in a relationship to be like saying about driving and stuff, but I like driving. Like I do too. I like driving is kind of calm. Like I enjoy like just being behind the wheel, like driving stuff that's cool. If there's an option for me not to drive, it like, all right, I'm cool with that too. Like, cause then sometimes you just want to relax, be on your phone, like, and you get somewhere. Like, sometimes you just want to chill. You know,
and it's like it gets to a point. It kind of become, even if like I'm cool driving, but sometimes it become a lot. Like especially just having your foot on the pedal like this for like an hour, like 3 hours a day.
And you gotta keep it steady. No,
and mind you, in between those two times, you're working. You're on your feet working. You know what I'm saying? So it gets more like tiring. I'm like, all right, I've been doing all this. Like, all right, let me get a break. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I be. I'll be thinking, but I'm not allowed to say that. But
of course not.
When they need a break from, they always doing it. They done dishes 3 times. It's my turn. When you want that break, oh, that's cool. But it's like when it comes to other stuff. But as a man, I don't complain. But I don't complain.
Yeah.
We just make podcasts and we complain.
Facts. Instead of going to therapy, we make a podcast.
Instead of writing shit down in the journal, bro. I just fuck, because that shit, it is.
Hear me out with this though. So now granted, so I'm about to contradict myself a little bit, but you know how if men were quote unquote supposed to be driving more and all that stuff, so obviously the more you do something, the better you get at it. So it's crazy though, but men on insurance, we have to pay more, or we have to pay more than women because they think women are like better drivers or safer people. It's because they're safer species. Species. I'm sorry, that sounded crazy. The safer gender.
Nah, you're right.
Safer
species.
Stop. Of our species, humans, they say women are the safer ones. So, and then men got to pay more for their insurance. Like when you first get your license.
They call women aliens. Just want to point that out.
Chill. No, I didn't.
It's all right.
I used the wrong term when I was trying to get at here. But so it's just kind of wild because like if we're gonna be driving a lot, obviously we're gonna get better at driving by doing it more often. So now, but still, women's insurance is lower because they're supposed to be the safer ones. But you know how many women came to me told me to my face that they are bad drivers.
This is what I'm thinking.
So many women told me, and I don't say it. I'm saying they told me that they're bad drivers.
But I'll give that to them. How many niggas are gonna tell you they're bad drivers though? Bro, like, I think the recognition, like, there's niggas that be bad drivers and will be out there and say, fuck it, they driving like they good drivers.
Nah, like, niggas do be doing that shit where they swear. I was like, you niggas was wild.
And I feel like niggas be like women be like, I'm a bad driver. Mm-hmm. So they gonna be going 50 miles per hour, hands on wheel, da-da-da.
Making left turns from right lanes.
All right, that's bad. That's
I had a personal experience with that.
Shit is scary.
I was scared of shit. I was like, you gotta be shitting me the hard life, but I am right now.
And then they be the ones that like in the city they got somebody parallel park for them. Like they know they're not good, so then they act accordingly. So, yeah. Niggas do that, but also they're females supposed to be safer. Niggas apparently we just be risking our lives.
And I know what I just said was wild because niggas do be driving reckless.
No, niggas drive reckless all the time. Yeah. I think
niggas. At least I'm not a nigga.
I think there is when you drive more, you do get better, but you also get more comfortable. Yeah. Being comfortable gets you to do some shit you really shouldn't be doing. So then you got niggas swerving in and out, doing shit they shouldn't do. Next thing you know, now.
Hey.
Now they swimming around with God in them.
Hey, for real.
Or with I know, devil.
And I don't know if there's no way to decipher between the niggas who just swerve through the lanes. Like, there's videos where niggas just go like, zoom, 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 just whatever. With the, I know you're talking about. Yeah, I know. Versus the people who, they drive calm and they know what they're doing and they just drive all the time. So they follow the rules and stuff. Like, there's no way to decipher these people, like, of the men. So that it's just like, hey, I know what I said was wild. I mean, I'm just saying, like.
Side note, you ever been driving? And you forgot you was driving?
Yes.
Yo.
Yeah. You be driving, like, I'm cool, there's music, whatever.
Just there, like, shit. You know how many times I just
subconsciously get to your destination.
Yeah, and I think that's never mind. I'm not gonna say this on whatever, but anyway, it happens to me so much where because I be driving like I'm supposed to go to that gas station. I be thinking, I hit the gas station. Every time I've been on the side of the road on E plenty of times, but when I'm driving. Right? For some reason, I just blink out and I just be driving. And then I click back and I'm like, oh shit, I missed the gas station. And then now, oh shit, what time we at? What's you say? All right, we getting concrete. Getting to the end.
Shit, man.
Yeah, but I be driving and I get to I'm just like, I really just be like, I ain't gonna lie. I think I be having like conversations with myself.
No, so I validate that. That's cool.
And I talk to myself like I'm talking to someone else sometimes.
All the time.
Yeah, my conversations sound like this. Like, it sounds like how our conversation, this is how our conversation sounds.
I be scripting conversations in my head sometimes.
Yeah, no, I do. And niggas like, another side note, niggas be like, yo, how you come on shit so fast? I'm like,
I planned this
I ran this conversation like 2 months ago. I just ran this imaginary conversation.
It's in the back of my mind. I'm ready to, if this happens, I know what to say.
Yo, and it's crazy because it's like, that doesn't happen often. When the fake scenarios come to life, but when it happens, I'm like, yo, y'all niggas don't know. I didn't plan this whole thing. I'm like, they want me talking to me. I'm like, technically, this happened to me 3 months ago in my head. But I already know what I'm gonna say.
No fact.
I already know what you're gonna say. I already know what's gonna happen afterwards. So that's what I be driving. I be like, like I just be chilling, like. I just get lost in the sauce, like I be like this.
Crazy, yo.
And then I be seeing, I'm starting to realize. All these TikToks and videos shit like that. I'm trying to realize niggas, we all live the same life. Yes. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, yo. That's funny.
Bro.
What's up, Jeanette? We got time for Blair's Outburst real quick?
Is that a yes?
I thought you was going to grab your phone and just do it anyway. Jeanette, you said yeah? All right, let's do it real quick.
Sorry.
No, yo, that's Shane's job. My phone's recording.
I didn't want to break the rules, you feel me?
Nah, Jeanette, she said yeah, she gave us a thumbs up, so let's do it real quick.
I don't even know, what is it under?
It's not that far.
Did you laugh at it?
I think so. Or I might have thumbs up it.
I think I just made up like the perfect bullshit, bro. I told this girl we were sneaky links, right? She came and visited me this weekend, and she was only here for a few hours. We didn't do nothing. It was a layover flight. We was chilling. She was like, yeah, I told all my people that I was coming here. And I was like, well, that's not really sneaky then. She was like, yeah, I know. I want to be your girlfriend, but you don't want to make me your girlfriend. I was like, you could be my sneaky girlfriend. And I think she bought it.
Wait, that's not what it was, is it?
It wasn't, but we can still talk about it. That's funny as hell. Because no, for real. First off, I'm just
What's wrong with this nigga,
Blair just
bro?
said anything on some real shit. Now, let's just say that real quick. He said anything. And I'm just like, and I really responded to the nigga. I said, Blair, what does that even mean? And he said he don't even know himself. So kind of like, what is that? What's a sneaky girlfriend? Bro, I feel like she promoted herself in that situation.
I think it's one of them things where like you just, I think you just make it up. Like it's like because it's like sneaky link.
Yeah.
And you want to be girlfriend. All right, let's just combine them together to be. So it's not a real title, but it's like, if it makes you feel any better, there's the girlfriend title in there. It's just sneaky link girlfriend that's associated with it.
Blair made that up on the spot, yo.
Yeah, nah, that nigga's a toxic nigga.
Yo, Blair is really is goated, man. I ain't gonna lie. That's just mad funny.
I'm gonna give you the real one. Just to be.
It's the one above it, I think.
Yeah.
1 or 2.
Look, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I think one of the keys to a successful relationship, if y'all not gonna be posting each other, y'all gotta be open, you know? It's all about honesty. Being open with each other. Transparency. I just linked with a girl when I went home. My face was still in her phone to unlock it. That was transparency, son.
That's lit.
Transparency. Nah, but seriously, just be honest. Let her know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to go through each other's shit, go through each other's shit. Because I don't think that diminishes trust. If y'all can access each other's stuff openly, I think that builds more trust. As well as, you know, you going out, make sure you know who people she going out with, or she know the people you going out with, you actually trust and like them. And if you don't, air your grievances. Because always be the one you worried about. You just don't say nothing. It's always the one to get them.
That is the least toxic thing Blair has said in months.
It's funny because you heard the shit before with somebody about a sneaky girlfriend, and then you hear this nigga talk about transparency.
But here's the thing, though.
He goes through his waves.
His thing about being a sneaky girl, being a sneaky link, that's mad honesty. You gotta be real with it. But he's talking about if you in a relationship, though, and like if you're not gonna post each other on the gram, he said y'all gotta be mad open to each other. So I was like, he spit some facts real honest on it.
I'm about to say, shit. I mean, I think, honesty is pretty, I mean, it's big.
That's kind of like, it's not like a bonus. That's like expected.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because without honesty, you can't have anything. And that's relationship, like boyfriend, girlfriend, like friends, like niggas. Like, I don't know no two pair of people or group of people that can coincide or be that close or consider themselves having a relationship without any type of honesty. And it's weird though, because like I don't know. Do you think couples have to post each other?
No, I think. Here's my personal belief. That's my Instagram page. I don't think you need to be on my Instagram page. People come on my page to see me.
But have you ever not posted because you were doing something you weren't supposed to be doing?
Yes.
And I think, but because of that,
I mean, actually no. That's not the reason I didn't post. I never wanted to post them in the first place.
I get that, but you had. I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
But then on the other end, then too, so you be thinking like, are you not posting me because you don't want to like? You know what I'm saying? That's what happens.
You're right. I didn't post because it's like I don't need nobody knowing that shit. That's part of the reason. But I also do think that's my Instagram page. Like if I post on my page, that means you are definitely a part of my life. My page is my life. Like that's a real. That's some serious shit. If you get posted on my page, I have accepted you that you are a part of my life and you are literally like here to stay. That's how I think about it. But my Instagram page is me. That's my life.
I mean, I think transparency is very important. But like you said, it's like a basic. It's like a bottom line. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And another thing too, how you said like if they go with somebody that you don't feel comfortable or like, air grievances, because like. Closed mouths don't get fed, like, and closed, like, there's gonna be no actions if you don't say nothing, you know what I'm saying? And you're not gonna, I don't think you're gonna sound like that, be that guy, be that boyfriend, be that girlfriend. If you explain to a girl how you don't like, it could be the same sex or opposite sex, you know, y'all hanging out, or whatever the case may be, say y'all go in a group, but it's like, you know that one nigga that, you know, like her. And I've heard girls that be like, they be hanging, or they have a group going with a nigga that they know that like them, while they in a relationship. Right. I'm like, but you know that nigga likes you. Mm-hmm. And you will be like, but it's me, like I'm not really gonna let that happen, but I'm like as a if you other hand, if it was the opposite hand, would you be okay with your nigga going with a girl that like, you know, because that's almost like to me that's like very mistrustworthy, because it's like and then to me, if I know that nigga like you, I'm in my head, I'm like, he don't have your best interest.
Exactly.
Because he's thinking about it in a different perspective.
And
if you go there complaining about me, niggas is plotting, niggas is waiting, and that's always the problem about niggas when your girl hangs with another nigga, like that's what you thinking, like because you know how niggas are, bro. Exactly. Niggas will fuck anything. Like to be honest, like niggas will fuck anything. And so if you give them the chance, niggas will fuck it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what's going to happen, bro.
Nah, it was some real.
I don't know, but I think that one's it's very important, but it's also super simple because it really is like it just you should be very transparent with whoever you with. Be as honest as possible. I mean, if the honesty isn't, don't like it, then that's what that is. But relationship is built off trust. Even though I've been in some relationships where the trust was just diminished from the beginning, right? And I'm just being stupid and keep rocking with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like quitting. But don't be that guy.
Nah.
Don't be that guy. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Apparently, like yesterday or 2 days ago was like National Boyfriend Day or something. And I saw girls posting niggas on their close friends. I'm just like, why your close friends? And why am I on your close friends?
But the thing is, I don't get the close friend thing.
Yeah.
Because to me, I be seeing niggas do that. I be like, y'all don't say nothing close. Oh no, she posted me on her close friends too. But I'm like, then don't you be like in your head, why am I going on close friends?
Yeah.
Because then that just means that.
Then I am a secret in a sense.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like it makes it weird now. I'm like. To me, I'm like, if you go there, I'm like, you're going to a select few,
yes,
or whatever the case may be. And I guess they could say, I don't want everyone in my business. Then why post it?
I was about to say like, there's a difference between secret and private, which everybody says, and I agree with that. Because maybe like secret, it's not a secret because if they are, let's say, close friends actually is your close friends, they know that you're in a relationship, but like the general public, maybe not. They don't know about it because it's a private relationship, which is like you could probably argue that, but I thought it was kind of weird that they posted National Boyfriend Day on their close friends, and I never knew y'all had a fucking boyfriend.
Because at that point, like, what's the point? Like, I see niggas always post, girls and boys always posting on close friends, and they significant other. I'm like, why? I'm like, but why your nigga not on the regular at all? Like, not even on some lovey-dovey, but like y'all in the same room or something around it. I'm like, that seemed like a little more, or even when girls be putting the arm or something like that. Yep. Let you know they with a nigga. You don't know who it is, but you can tell I'm with a nigga. I'm like, niggas don't even do that nowadays. So it's just like, I don't know. Shit a little weird. It is. I know, and then the girls be like, oh, they don't need social media to like authorize the relationship or whatever keeps me. But I've heard girls that say that, but then feel some type of way when they nigga don't post them, or they nigga don't like they pics, or they nigga don't leave a comment, like they idolize that part, but then they be like, but when they defend themselves, like, I don't want to put that on, it's my business, but you want your nigga to be on your dick, on your IG posts and all that joint or whatever, dropping hard eyes, whatever the case may be, or like some shit, you want them to do that, but that's just me. Or you get mad at him for liking another girl's pic. Right. Why? The social media shit don't matter. Why does it matter what we like? Exactly. He liked the girl's picture. Why are you upset about it? If in your head all the shit that happens on social media don't matter.
A lot of times I just be liking a girl. Like, again, I'm not in a relationship, but like sometimes I just like a girl's pic because it's a nice picture. Like sometimes they just like they have, even if it's a model, like you took a really nice picture, boom, like, and I keep pushing. I think nothing of it because sometimes just like, hey, I want to make sure like this gets the love it deserves. Boom.
All these girls looking the same anyway on IG. All their bodies shape the same. Like it's getting kind. That's whatever.
Cool.
Conversation for another day.
On some real. Look, I know we went a little over time. Thanks, Jeanette, for pushing that. We're going to be straight, though. It ain't that bad. But anyway, look, check us out. Thanks for listening. This is SOC, Stream of Consciousness Podcast, episode 7, complete. Check. We out here. 7 Dragon Balls, 7 Chaos Emeralds. We lit.
7 Deadly Sins.
That's him. What we talk about first? Squid Game. Actually, no, we talked about anime for a split second.
Yeah.
Split second. Then we talked about Squid Game.
Oh, yeah. We did kind of talk about anime a little more. Right. We talked about Squid Game.
And then I started talking about a spouse that cooks. And then I just kind of led into some other shit. Like roles, like chores.
My niggas always call me while I'm recording.
Hey, yo, we on set right now? But anyway, look. Thanks for listening. This is on YouTube. If this is on YouTube that you're looking at, subscribe, like, comment, and share.
Yo.
If you on Spotify, Apple Music, anything like that, please follow, subscribe, anything like that. Please share us with your friends on that jazz. Follow us on Instagram. We about to make a TikTok in like 2.5. So follow us on TikTok and share that joint. All that. So definitely check us out. Look, I'm your host, co-host VicSoValid, and I'm with Shizzzy with 3 Z's, but he's not asleep. We out. That was a lot. I'm sorry, but it was lit.